Here's the spin on that. I'm on alert 24/7 when I'm at my job. I know people think 24/7 in a day. I'm talking about in a 12-hour time frame. I'm on alert 24/7. Why? Because for one thing, I'm understanding what it is that I'm up against. You know, we are anticipating those things that seem like they won't be. We're anticipating those things that have been spoken about. And it's not a question of how or where, but when. Mm-hmm. You know, because we know that something is coming down the pipeline. So by me being out there, I know that it's at any given time that somebody could come rolling up on me and do the unthinkable. But because I know this, that puts me also in the frame of mind where I cannot allow myself to be in total fear. Right. Because if I do think like that, I'm not good to me or anybody else.
That's right.
You know? So I have to, one of the things that keeps me leveled off is God's word.
That's right.
I'm a Christian.
That's wonderful.
You know, I'm a Christian.
That's right.
You know, and you know, sometimes I used to tell some of the guys, you know, you hear everybody, we hear a lot of people talking about, I want to be more like Jesus. Well, amen. Me, you know, you got to start from somewhere. And if I was to pick one of the disciples, I would have to say that sometimes I find myself being more like Peter. Mm-hmm. Well, why Peter? Peter, the one that when they were trying to, take Jesus in the garden,
he stood up.
Peter went over there and talking about,
slicing the ears off.
Cutting the ear off. You know, didn't want to give it back either.
Right.
So I'm that type of defensive player where, you know, I'm going to step up to the plate. I'm not saying I'm right about everything that I do, and I want to get that straight. But the thing is, my intentions is to defend any and all that I was put in that place to do.
Right.
And not do it. And if I'm even sounding like I'm taking something, a statement that some people are familiar with, but they sometimes take it out of text. And when I'm doing my job, I am a professional. Mm-hmm. And with me keeping a professional demeanor about myself, I will do it to the best of my ability by any means necessary. Right. You know, and it's not about me going there. I have gone there. Right. You know, so, but just because it's happening at those times doesn't mean I have to allow it to escalate on a daily. Okay, I mentioned the fact that I'm a Christian, so that's one of the things that helps me with my fear. Mm-hmm. But I'm also a brother, a father, you know, an uncle, you know, and a son, you know, and understanding when I'm talking about my family, I have to allow myself to be able to work in a way to where I'm going to also be of some good to my family. Right. There's a lot of things that are going on out here. We're in fear of what is happening to the mothers and the sisters and the babies, you know. Mm-hmm. But you have to be able to keep yourself in a frame of mind where if and when something ever goes down, you got to be able to respond accordingly. Right. You know. So. Right. There's a lot of things about this fear. Like I said, fear, I found out for myself that fear is one of those things that keeps you alive. Right. You know, when I go somewhere to eat, and I go sit down, I'm looking here, I sit with my back against the wall. Mm-hmm. That's me. Why? Because I want to see who's coming through that door. Right. You know, these are just that sounds like you're paranoid. No. That's just one of those things that I've learned to adjust to doing. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not just talking about the door to a restaurant. I'm talking about doors when I was overseas, when I was in places I didn't know nothing about, but yet they tell us that's an area
that's supposed to be
where
safe.
there's a possibility that something will go down.
Right.
So